What the hell? Address the Chantry and Val Royeaux. Oh, how about that? Levels 4 to 7.
Having the herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the herald.
Let's ask him.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe. Confirm. It's gonna force me straight in there, isn't it? Yep. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to go back to the hinterlands in a bit. Riley, could you stop eating your food bowl? My god.
The city still mourns.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to
All
do
right.
then.
Well, let's go meet them. Have a talk.
They wish to protect the people. Return to hate. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition here.
Oh, hello.
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved
That's
lay.
not true.
We say this is a false prophet. No servant of anything beyond his selfish greed.
Let us talk peacefully. I never claimed to be. We have a real enemy. We have a real enemy.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be saved once more.
What the fuck? You didn't need to hit her.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement, raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Wow.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march. Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
A victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
As are we. Jesus fucking Christ, you're all retards. What the fuck?
An arrow with a message?
Favors for friends. A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help. And I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royeaux. I heard he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Okay.
I believe that messenger...
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
First Enchanter Vivian, you are cordially invited to attend my salon held at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Guislain? Yours, Vivian de Feur, First Enchanter of Montsemard, Enchanter to the Imperial Court. Lovely. Alright, well, let's go figure out that whole, like, arrow business real quick. Hello? What's this? What's your name? You're just a noble citizen? Alright, fuck you. Docks are that way. It says to go here. Find a red thing.
Let's look around.
Favors for friends. A different, simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Karis. Saw those who asked about Harold enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit. Not of heroes. Meferath and sacrifice. Andraste, Our Lady, the sword and the fire against Tevinter. Betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Meferath, now synonymous with treachery. But would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider how much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste, the inspiration, may not have considered such. But Meferath, the general, fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Meferath made the deal that killed Our Lady. That is fact. And when Andraste died, Meferath was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and impossible to hold this must have seemed. Let us look on Meferath and the legacy he divided among his sons, not with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration. For he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped Tevinter. What if he set about creating peers, and none of this was accident? How then fared Isarath, Evrian, and Verel? Excerpt from A History Not of Heroes, Readings in the Ugly Heart of Change, collected by Philium, a bard. Alright. Now I need to go there.
I can't believe this.
Oh my.
Okay. Reservoir stocking evaluation. Tremors, floating, taste is off, water birds die off, restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume. Jesus. Favors for friends. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small, hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk, swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. A waterlogged quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with the collected Calipigian cuirassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favored, caught in flagrant delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, hardly a Tethris, but generously arousing if polished curious. Curious? Does it for you. And it should. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. RD. What the fuck is this place? Mirror de la Mer reveals folly. Mirror de la Mer was cut from Val Royeaux in 849 blessed. It was the will of the mad Emperor Reveal, who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw his vain deceased mother back across the Val. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first 4 blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Reveal intended it for divination, using boats as massive planchettes, but work was not finished until the week of his own death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy or fornication sojourns by the nobility aboard decorative gondolas. Is that what this is? Alright, where's the next piece? I have to go upstairs, don't I? Like, any of these stairs, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe these ones will do? Nope. Fast travel. Ah. Yes. Bring me up top. Oh, it's right there. How about that? A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script, Herald go at time, praise addressed. Taken together, the message reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Well, what is this? Let us go to this friend of Red Jenny. Let's figure this out.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
You weren't at the Conclave?
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the Conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
You think the Templars did it?
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
What does your help cost?
What do you want in exchange for the mage's help?
Oh, I haven't promised the Inquisition our help yet. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return.
These fucking people, man. These fucking people give me headaches. You know, maybe the mages could help you. So what do you want in exchange for help? Oh, I never said the mages would help you. What the fuck? You literally just fucking basically did. Go fuck off with your fucking Vegas shit intrigue. You're not fucking impressing me by being like, oh, I didn't say we'd help you. Fucking kill yourself. Is that it? Okay.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is this?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? What's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
What?
Cheeky, yeah?
Alright. It's pretty easy.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
All I know about you or your group is that I followed a random trail into a trap.
What trap? You knocked, he crapped. Look, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
She has a very unique way of talking, and I like it.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Ah, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead yet. I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Sure.
Alright, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
What the fuck is happening? Sarah is a thing. Add you, and you. We're just gonna keep the tried and true. Too many breaches. I need 15 power to contact the Templars? Jesus. Alright, well. I think we should go do the Vivienne de Fear Imperial Enchanter bullshit, and then head on back to Haven. Kind of wrap up this Val Royeaux bullshit.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A
pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition.
You're not wrong.
What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
One moment. My sister brought some dog toys that she got for my puppy for me. So, alright. I am back. And let us finally answer this question. Everyone knows it's just an excuse. I want justice for the divine. We're restoring peace. This is a holy calling. What's your point? I just want to close the breach, honestly.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper.
No?
We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear.
Do be more careful with it.
Wow. They would have let me just
I'm
straight up
delighted you
murder
could
him
attend
there?
this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
That might come back to bite me, you know?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Mont-Simard.
I want to talk about that
to the
a little
Imperial
bit.
Court.
Okay, I have a time to talk about it now. I have the opportunity. I didn't want to interrupt her, but I try, especially in games like this, to continually do the right thing as I consider it. You know, I might choose like a sassy or sarcastic response if I think it's not a very important thing and it's just like a, you know, like a conversation amongst friends or something, because, you know, some sarcasm and joking and stuff like that is fine, but like that was a guy's life, all for not liking the Inquisition, which is brand new, and most people don't like the Inquisition. However, just because I spared his life doesn't mean his viewpoint is going to change. And I might have just let an enemy go free who's going to harbor a deeper grudge for this public embarrassment. And maybe I'll find an arrow in my back later because of it.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you so far.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Well. What are loyal
You
mages?
say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to who?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
I might be running with 2 mages from now on. You know, get out of here, Varric. I got Cutie on board. And she seems so polite and charming. I don't even bother trying to read those anymore. They just, like, oh, they're here. Oh, they're gone. Well, it was lovely to be able to attempt to read it for half a second. Okay. Well, that was a lovely bit. The Val Royeaux. kind of didn't really work out as I wanted it to, but I did gain some mages, so we'll stop this this specific recording here and call it a day.